But some bad news. And I opened this drawer because I knew the inverter was in here, and smoke starts coming out. We got Jessica cranking.
Rolling down the highway, sun setting low. Got the rig packed up, we're ready to go. The open road's calling, can't let it wait. Adventure's in our blood and we won't be late. McCards on the move, we are coming your way. Looking for a good boondocking place to stay. From mountain trails to a quiet desert base. We hike, we bike, but Onewheel's all the way.
Well, we're just outside of Crater Lake National Park here in Oregon. Check out this boondocking spot. Isn't this incredible? But some bad news. I don't know if we're going to be able to go to the park tomorrow or this weekend. Actually, it would be day after tomorrow because this is Thursday, or not. We might have to pack up here and leave early. We got here, I put my solar panels out, and we were staying just for a night or two at a campground right down the road till we found a place to boondock. And so we were only less than a mile down the road. Our batteries got fully charged. Everything was working good. So when I got here, first thing I did is set everything up, throw the panels out, not thinking about it. It was like noon. And apparently, best I can come up with is it overcharged the battery and caused stuff to start shorting out. I haven't figured out what it is yet. I started taking some stuff apart. But then my multimeter was not working, so I had to drive an hour each way to get to an Ace Hardware to be able to get the meter and see if I can make it work. So take you guys inside here in a sec, show you what I've been doing and see if we can figure it out. There you can see I got 4 fuses that I've blown trying to figure it out. Every time I plug a fuse into where my refrigerator goes, it trips the fuse. And it all started because this Max Air fan just turned on itself to, it was on, but then it just ramped up to like full power. And it just, and we're like, what the heck? So I try to shut it off, and I have a remote to shut it off, and I couldn't get it to shut off. So I don't know what was going on. I pulled the fuse on it, and then I was getting up on the roof taking a look at it, and Jessica saw all of a sudden we hear some pops and stuff, and we're not sure exactly what blew. But then I come in here, and this is my inverter, and I opened this drawer because I knew the inverter was in here, and smoke starts coming out. So it's the only thing that's really in here other than the levelers. But the levelers work. The levelers work. And the jacks work. And any light that I have that manually turns on, so like these lights here, they'll work. They don't work right now because I got the battery shut off. The bathroom lights work. If I plug it into the generator, the air conditioner will work, the microwave will work, but anything that's working off the 12-volt circuits does not. So I don't know. Let's see if I can figure it out. Good morning. It is cold out. Woo. I tested everything in the camper I can think of with my multimeter, and everything's testing correctly except the refrigerator. Every time I plug a fuse into that, it blows, and the fan in the bathroom just runs and runs and runs. Can't seem to get it shut off. So we're going to leave this beautiful campsite that we got here in the middle of nowhere. And we are going to head over to Eugene, Oregon, and see if we can find some kind of RV tech to help us out. But I have no power. So my slides have to come in, and I have this tool. I've never done it before, but we're about to find out. I should be able to just use this tool and manually bring it in. So I'll set you guys a little further away so you'll be able to see everything. And I'll start cranking this front one in. Wow. I was wondering why it didn't seem to be moving. And it looks like this rod goes up in there and then connects to something. And there was a screw or a pin or something going through it. And it's not anymore. So, I don't know. Gotta figure something out. We got Jessica cranking on it here. I had to crawl up underneath and show you guys. A little difficult to get under here. The rods, see right there, came off of the motor. So I had to take down the awning here, and we had some bobby pins. We stuck some bobby pins in it, and it seems to be working. Now, it appears that that rod on the other side is completely gone. So I'm going to have to do the same thing over there. Yeah, well, mosquitoes are trying to eat us alive here.
For sure.
But we got the slides in.
Yep.
Now we just got to get everything else hooked up, and we'll head to where society is and hopefully not get carried off by these mosquitoes in the process. I wouldn't be surprised if you couldn't see these guys in the screen. There's so many of them.
Yeah, and it's like, what, 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning?
8. We're running a little late, but we're there. You can see both slides are in. Did it manually. Now we just got to do the rest of it.
Never discount carrying bobby pins with you.
Yeah, I didn't have any tie wire or Carter keys, so bobby pins to the rescue. Made it over here to Eugene. Looking around, trying to find parts and stuff, but then the more I looked and the more I thought about it, the RV had a lot more problems than we thought. So I had to call in reinforcements. We ended up going all over the place trying to find somebody, calling all of the mobile technicians, and nobody was available. But the guys here at RV Country were just fantastic. They got us in right away. We were able to leave the camper here, and they started diagnosing it. That was on Friday. Today is Monday, and they've got a lot of it taken apart. They've got parts ordered. We're hoping to get it back pretty soon, but I know we got to wait on some parts. But they have allowed me to come over here and film and take a look at what's going on. So refrigerator out. We blew up the controller on that, so that's going to have to be replaced. Brand new. You see they've got the breaker box and the control panel all out here. What happened is the surge burned up the converter here, and that allows it not to be able to convert the charging and stuff that it needs. And so what they did is they pulled it out, and they've actually just wired it straight to a battery here for now. And that way they have access to the lights and stuff, and they can keep the air conditioner running and all that while they're working on it. Also, my control panel here, the WeRV panel that does my slides, my lights, everything. That one, the circuit board on it blew, so it no longer works, and I can't control anything. The charge controller here, same thing, it blew, so that's got to be replaced. Also back in the back, I showed you guys the inverter, I believe, but I'll take you over there again. I don't know if he's got it in or out. All right, so right there, you have the inverter. That is what was smoking when we had it in here the other day when it all happened. That started smoking, so that's going to have to be replaced. I got the over voltage. It just burned out everything in the camper. My battery, it survived because it has its own built-in BMS that shuts it off, so it was fine. But anything that was plugged in to 12 volt is now gone. And that's why you're seeing me having to replace everything. But The good thing is I was planning on eventually converting it over to a Victron system so I could have solar panels and everything, just run everything in the camper rather than just running the plugs that are already on the 12-volt system there. So I'll show you guys what it is we're going to put in. So here's what we're going to install. This system here has the Multiplus 2 3000 watt controller. That's the inverter and the charger all in one. We'll also have a charge controller just like this, the 45 amp one, so that way it can take care of our solar for us. And then we'll have the little servo box like this that will take care of the sending the information out to the apps and stuff and the Bluetooth for us. So you guys may remember the video I did on installing this battery. This is my 280 amp hour lifetime battery. That thing has been working fantastic. It gives me good usage. It charges good. I've got the Bluetooth app so I can keep an eye on it. So that will continue to be used. And then everything else will tie into that, which will give me full power to the rest of the unit. So that's going to be exciting. Room. Waiting on our RV to get fixed.
I'm over it.
Yeah. So, Forest River guys has let us down really.